Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. Some of you had been asking me to produce videos on Arabic vocabulary for quite a long time. I was waiting for a time when we were all comfortable with basic Arabic grammar terminology. And as the things stand now, we have covered quite a bit of Arabic terminology. So I think now is the time to start working on our vocabulary while we continue with grammar lessons at the same time. Know that we all are familiar with roots and patterns system in Arabic. It should not be too hard to get good grip of certain concepts in Arabic vocabulary, inshallah. We are going to look at a certain combination of words which give similar meanings and then their opposites as well, depending on the context these words are used in. I have selected our theme for today, the meaning of the word raise in English, raising or to raise, and its similars and its opposites. I have two words here, rafa'a and ansha'a. The root, we know that 99% of words in Arabic have three-letter root. So the root of this word is rafa'ain and the root of this word is noon, sheen, hamza. This hamza is extra here in this case. There's no extra letter here. In this case, there is this extra letter here, which is the first hamza, is extra. Now, rafa'a and ansha'a. It means to raise, to elevate, to lift, that kind of meaning. And both these are verb. This is verb and this is also verb. Although we have not really studied verb so far, but we used a verb right at the beginning of our Arabic lessons when we said Hamid helped Zaid. That's the verb which was used in this sentence was Nasara. So Hamid helped Hamid helped Zaid. Okay, so we translated this as Nasara Hamidun Zaidan. Okay, so we've got this fail there, we've got noun and noun here, and if we look carefully we'll see that Nasara is exactly the same pattern as Rafa. This Nasara here is exactly the same pattern as that of Rafa'a. So now that we are familiar with our two charts of Arabic pronouns, if you remember that we start from third person, then to second person, and then to first person, and from the third person we start with the mead of huwa, huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, the first six forms. And on the other side, the dhamir which are used as mansoob and majroor, we have hu, huma, hum, ha, huma, hunna. So rafa'a will be the first kind of form of the verb at the place of huwa or who. So rafa'a, rafa'a, rafa'u, rafa'at, rafa'ata, rafa'ana, rafa'ata, rafa'tuma, rafa'tum, rafa'ati, rafa'tuma, rafa'tunna, rafa'atu, rafa'na. So our aim is not to conjugate verbs here, but just to remind you the 14 conjugation forms of a verb which go along with those 14 dhamir. So from this rafa'a, quite a lot of words could be made from this root, which is ra, fa, ain. We are going to focus only on these 5 words. which are rafa'a, yarfa'u, raf'un, rafi'un, marfu'un. So these two are fail. This is fail madi and this is fail mudare. Madi is past, which is also called perfect tense in English. Perfect not in the sense that it is flawless, but perfect in the sense that the action has completed in the past. Mudare covers both present and future. It's also called imperfect tense. Masdar is the name of the action of the verb. We have discussed that a little bit in the past. Ismul fa'il is active participle and ismul maf'ul is passive participle in English. So this rafa'a actually means he raised, but that is also taken to mean to raise, which is infinite in English. In English we have infinite, which does not really exist in Arabic. To write, to cycle, to eat, to drink, these are all infinite in English. In Arabic that infinite doesn't exist. This basically really literally means he raised, but this may also be taken as for teaching and learning purposes, to raise. Some people translate masdar, which is raf'un here, as translated as infinite, but this is not really infinite. We know this is the name of the action of the verb. This is also translated as gerund form, ing form, or verbal noun, but really masdar is masdar. And masdar is an abstract concept. I think we've talked about that in the past, which basically means that, for example, if we look at an example, if I say I'm traveling to Edinburgh, so traveling here is present continuous tense. If I say, and it's a verb, and if I say traveling is fun, then traveling is not a verb, it's a noun. And traveling is masdar, kind of masdar. In Arabic we call it safar. So I am at safar. Safar is also used in Urdu, those who know Urdu. Safar kind of translated as traveling, as a noun. And safar is, if I say I'm at safar, which means I'm traveling from one point to another point. And safar is something which you can't see safar, you can't touch safar, you can't smell safar. So safar is something intangible, it's not tangible. And that's what I mean by when I say abstract concept, because it's not a physical entity, it's not tangible. And because it is an abstract concept, it is almost always definite.